Good day. Good day. I just wanted to give an update today here on what happened on the markets, where the financial situation is headed, and how to properly position yourself with KaratBars International. Today, the Dow jumped over 1,000 points today after Trump came out and told everybody to buy the dip. I found that interesting that the president of the United States would have to come out and sort of influence the markets in a way to entice investors to buy what he's calling a dip in the market. The first thing that came to my head was, well, there must not be any buyers if the president of the United States has to go out here and influence people to buy. And why is it that the market is tanking as it is right now? To simply put, it's debt. It's global debt. It's trade wars with China. It's the financial and political dysfunction going on in Washington right now. And so what we're seeing today in the market is something that was expected, because nothing just falls down in a linear fashion. Markets go up and they go down. And so right now the market sort of had a bounce up. But one thing to keep in mind is that the market increased over 1,000 points today, but just Christmas Eve, the market dropped about 650 points or so. And so now you will have to ask yourself, what is it that really drove the markets today to actually have this rise? Did we hear any, kind of news to really substantiate a better outlook on the economy, or any kind of deals or resolutions in trade? No, we didn't hear any of that come out today. All we're working with is that the fact that Trump came out and said, hey, buy the dip. So I expect the market to continue to come down. Over the next few days, the market probably will, stabilize for a bit because it won't just continue to go down. But there's been no resolution to trade or any other geopolitical issues that are, weighing down this market. And so I had titled this video, Why KaratBars International Will Make Over 40,000 Millionaires in the year 2019. If you don't know, KaratBars International is an e-commerce company. It started out in 2011 by a CEO named Harold Sykes. And he has made a way for people to acquire the highest grade of gold in the smallest increments at a price point that everybody can afford, to help them eliminate, get away from this system of debt by transferring their depreciating fiat currency into an appreciating asset, which is gold. And with KaratBars International, you can actually save in pure gold, 24 karat 999.9 gold, with a free savings account for as little as $5 today. And so that was the CEO's mission, to really bring people this opportunity to actually have a real asset and build their wealth. And so right now, with the inception of Bitcoin, the world has, been taken in awe by what Bitcoin has done since it has come onto the markets, and relatively recently in a year or so, how it's went from, a few hundred to, over $20,000 per coin. Now, Bitcoin right now is down, but the interesting thing about Bitcoin is that it's very similar to the US dollar, in a sense that there's nothing really behind Bitcoin besides the perceived value that is given to it based upon, the technology. The technology that's behind the Bitcoin is the blockchain technology. The blockchain technology does have value, but it's not money. It's an open source, decentralized technology that anybody can use and create a cryptocurrency. But does that mean it's money? Is it an asset? And the answer, quite frankly, is no. But what our CEO has done is he has taken the technology, which is the blockchain, and created a cryptocurrency that's exchangeable and backed by 24 karat 999.9 pure bullion. It's an amazing thing, because at this moment in time in history, countries all over the world are dumping the US bonds. They're losing confidence in the dollar and the United States government to keep its word. and they're buying gold. And not only are they buying gold, they're amassing gold, and they're making bilateral trade agreements outside of the United States dollar and away from their payment system. So that is a trend. There's a trend that's happening globally right now where countries, institutions, governments, and people are slowly but surely moving away from the dollar, taking less of US debt, and finding alternative ways to conduct trade and commerce between each other without having the dollar or the US government as an intermediary. But I titled this video, I said KaratBars International will create over 40,000 millionaires in 2019. And the reason I can say that is because on the blockchain technology, you can actually see, how many coins were created, how many holders of the coins. And because I'm aware of what our company is doing, KaratBars International, and what our gold-backed cryptocurrency is doing, and what what's already happening and what is getting ready to happen, there are over 40,000 holders of our cryptocurrency KBC that's trading on major exchanges right now, and also trading on our own exchange, and it's actually up 300% right now. But the main driver that's going to facilitate what I'm saying is over 40,000 millionaires being created in 2019 is because as this system starts to come down, as people start to run away from debt in these stock markets and the bonds, they're going to look for somewhere to put their money. They're going to look for somewhere, a safe asset, a vehicle that they can place their money. It will be safe from financial instability and crisis going on around the world, but also maintain its purchasing power and appreciate. And that's something that gold does. That's something that our gold-backed cryptocurrency will do. It will still allow people to conduct trade and business internationally, but with an asset that they acknowledge as real money, something that they can appreciate and acknowledge the value in. And so as this system starts to come down, big investors are already looking at our cryptocurrency KBC. Big institutions and governments are already getting ready to institute a kryptonized world and away from fiat currency and government printed debt notes. And so as we look at this transition that's taking place, at the same time, our company, which we own our own gold mines and we have our own bank, everything is in-house, we're continuing to mine gold to support the backing of our cryptocurrency. We're continuing to add gold to the safe to support the backing and exchange of our KBC into physical gold. And one thing about our bank, it's a fully licensed bank in Miami. We're an international company in over 127 countries. And you can exchange your KBC for fiat currency, for gold, or for other major cryptocurrencies. This is something that the world has never seen before. And it's on a platform, it's on a technology that the world trusts, which is blockchain technology. So I feel very safe and secure in blockchain technology. I feel very safe and secure in gold. And when you think about the reality that we're coming up with, there are only two alternatives to the present system that we have. Right now, the dollar and fiat currencies are in that main position. But what are the alternatives as this fiat currency collapses like all other fiat currencies throughout history have collapsed? What are the alternatives? Well, we will either go back to gold and silver, which has always been money and will always be money, precious metals, or we're going towards a cryptocurrency world where Bitcoins and Ethereums and Litecoin and coins like KBC will be the new medium of exchange. But the reason I can guarantee and feel so comfortable with KaratBars International is because we have merged the two. Our company has merged cryptocurrency with physical gold, with a payment system in gold all around the world on the blockchain technology that everybody trusts. It's truly a phenomenal and amazing opportunity to be in this company at this time. And for those early investors in this company will have already experienced, over 300% increase, in their investment. But, this company will create millionaires, multimillionaires, billionaires, multi-billionaires, and possibly Harold Sykes, our CEO, will be the first trillionaire. I mean, because there's what happens is when you have good money drives out bad money. And what I mean by that is this bad money, which is the fiat currency, which is this dollar, this bad money is going to want to go somewhere safe. So the good money, which is gold and our gold backed cryptocurrency, it's going to pull in all the bad money and leave. And what will be left is gold and gold backed cryptocurrency with a value that nobody can really predict right now. Because one thing about this market, there's so much debt that they don't talk about. The derivatives market, global debt, unfunded liabilities, these things are in the trillions of dollars. I think the derivatives market probably is in the quadrillions of dollars. I mean, so there's a big debt bubble over the world that's just getting ready to collapse everything and take it back to the Stone Ages. And I really mean that because when we look at the dollar and its how it's spread throughout the world and its role and how people are relying on it. What happens when the system breaks down? What happens when countries no longer trust the United States in the SWIFT payment system? I mean, the United States just removed Iran from the SWIFT payment system. So the world, the countries of the world are saying, what gives you the right to be able to say who can do business with the world and not? And so they're looking for alternative ways to do business. Like I said, they're hoarding gold right now. They're mining gold. They're hoarding gold. Gold is money. They know that this system is coming down and they're properly positioning themselves, Russia, China, and the rest of the countries alike. And so right now, there's an opportunity where, people who have this KBC, people who have this gold-backed cryptocurrency are guaranteed return on investment, are guaranteed to have an asset, are guaranteed to have something of value. To even sweeten up the deal, our CEO, Harold Sykes, has guaranteed on the 4th of July, which we have coined as the Golden Independence Day, that every 100 of our KBC will equate or equal a gram of gold, exchangeable for a gram of gold. You see, so we have done something that no cryptocurrency is doing right now. There are cryptocurrencies that claim that they're backed by gold or something of a mixture of assets, and really it's just paper contracts, it's certificates, it's ETFs. It's not the physical, real metal that you will get for those coins. But with our cryptocurrency, KBC, you are guaranteed for a certain amount of your coins to receive or exchange and get physical gold for that KBC, physical gold. And you can get that gold in multiple forms, but one of the ways that you can get it, which countries, institutions, and businesses all around the world will accept, is what we have. Our product here is called Cash Gold. Some of you, if you're familiar with KaratBars International, you might have seen this, you might not, but these notes that our CEO has created are more secure than the United States dollar. This right here gives it more security features than the present fiat currency system that we're using right now. These slithers of metal of yellow you see is 24 karat pure 999.9 LBMA approved gold. These notes will retain their value. These notes will appreciate as gold appreciates on the market. This is the new money. This is the future. There are businesses and governments using this and getting ready to use this all over the world. And so the same way that we use fiat money now, where we have different denominations of money, where ones, fives, tens, and 20s, and 50s, and hundreds, we have with our cash gold, because these are the notes, this is 1/10 of a gram. So this is 1/10 of a gram of gold inside this note. So we have 1/10 of a gram unit. We have 2/10 of a gram unit. 4/10 of a gram unit. You see, this is an instrument of an asset. This is not a debt note. This is not a fiat currency. This is a note with metal, with gold in it that will retain its purchasing power and appreciate for you. This is what anybody that is doing business would prefer to have, as opposed to having this paper money. You have, the world has a choice. This is our 6/10 of a gram note. The world has a choice. As this system right here is falling, as confidence is being lost in this, as this is losing purchasing power year over year, as this is just a piece of paper, okay? Or they can deal with an asset. They can deal with something that is money all over the world that everybody will take, which appreciates for you, which is gold, 24 karat pure gold, with the payment system in gold on the blockchain that everybody trusts. This is the reality, folks. This is the future. This is real money. It's very simple. It's not even rocket science. Look, this is the world's option. The markets are coming down. They're losing confidence in the bonds. They're losing confidence in our government's fiscal irresponsibility. Trump is looking to spend over $1.4 trillion this year alone. And then every year after that, we'll be spending over $1 trillion. It's an unsustainable system. The system is going to collapse under its own weight. The Federal Reserve is increasing interest rates, and this country cannot afford to make the payments. The debt is too big. There is no solutions. Federal Reserve chairmen are coming out now and saying that they have no tools. There's nothing they can do for the next economic crisis that we have to hit the world right now in these markets. So the question is, what are you going to do about your economy? Because we can't change the global debt. We can't change what's going to happen with the market. We can't change what's going on with the politics. But what you can do is change what's going on in your home. What you can do is make a decision to start saving your money in an asset with a free gold savings account with KaratBars International. Start saving your money in something that appreciates for you, that will retain its value. Gold and gold-backed cryptocurrency. So I just wanted to give a quick update today. I want to let y'all know that this opportunity, this company will create the most millionaires ever in history, because this is the largest wealth transfer in history, period. And it is away from fiat currency, and it's moving towards gold and gold-backed cryptocurrency. So this is Crypto Rick. I'll get up to you on the next stream, and make brilliant money moves. You got any questions, get with me, comment, like, and share, and I'll catch you on the next stream. I'm out.